Greetings, Minecrafters. Nonsanity here, and welcome to episode 7 of All the Mods 6. It is hard to believe that I've gone this far into the game, and I'm still basically using chests. It's time to do something about that. And I want to get some better armor. Let's get started. Yes, I've been using the chests all this time, and, it hasn't been annoying enough for me to switch over to something different, but it's time to do that. And I'm going to use refined storage. Both that and applied energistics are in this pack, and as we talked about in the last episode, there's that add-on to integrated dynamics that can do some of the same things, but I'm just going to go with refined storage because, well, it's just less of an annoyance than applied energistics. Now, I know a lot of you found me because of my applied energistics tutorials, especially in the channels and so forth. But, yeah, if you don't have to use it, I'm fine using refined storage. And I'd try the integrated dynamics, but I want to play with it before I put all my stuff in it. It is an add-on to another mod. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. It seemed to work fine, everything I've done with it, but before I trust my entire system to it, I want to do a little bit more tests. So we're going to do refined storage. And there are add-ons to refined storage, and we're probably going to play with some of that too. But let's get the basics down first. The way refined storage works, the first thing you need to be able to make are these processor bindings, which are just string and slime. String, I've got the cotton plants, and slime, I've got slime plants. No problem, I can make tons of the binding. Then you combine the binding with diamonds, iron, and gold to make the 3 levels of processors. As you see, there's one here that uses nether stars for these withering processors, but they actually aren't used for anything yet, and this is part of one of those add-ons, extra discs. So you combine silicon. I've got a silicon plant, I've got diamond plant, I've got redstone plant, I've got iron plant, I've got gold plant. So I got all the basics for these. So I can make a lot of those. And I cooked up a bunch of the binding, and I've made a bunch of the basics. So let's just grab a few here. And grab some of this quartz-enriched iron. I also have a plant for that. So things I knew I was going to need a lot of, I made stuff of. And these, like I said, the binding here is used to make these raw processors, and then you just have to smelt the processors to get the final version. No big problem there. So the first thing we want to make, I need a little bit of stone. Stone. There we go. Kind of make a machine casing or two. I found that if you shift-click the plus, you get a whole bunch. Whereas if you just left-click it, you get one. That's why I was sometimes getting more than one. So it used to be you had to shift it, I think. I've always held down shift when I hit the plus. Then for a while it didn't matter whether you held it down, so I stopped. And so these days I just sort of sometimes do it out of old habit, and sometimes I don't if I'm thinking about it, but now I know, yeah, hold down shift if you want to get a whole bunch of them. Oh, I need some more quartz too. Do I have some already up here? I do have a little bit. I got a quartz plant so I can make more if I need to, but so first, controller. There we go. And I'm just going to put it right here. Now it's going to need power. I did just a few minutes ago, actually. Well, it took me a little while to make this guy. These are the Flux Network controller here, which I didn't have before. I was just using the plugs and the points raw. But now this thing can let you wirelessly charge. I have it set to my main hand, my hotbar slots, my curios, and my armor. So now it should keep my jetpack fully charged, and it is. And then this is what took the long time. This is the gargantuan storage. It holds 128 million FE, And it takes about 864 obsidian, a whole lot of the flux dust, and so it just takes a while to make. Lots of pieces. A whole lot of Eyes of Ender, too. I had plenty of everything except the obsidian. I had to actually get some more. Didn't realize how much it took. So that has a little bit of charge because it was in my inventory, but we will put a flux point on the bottom of it. Actually, I'm just going to take a shortcut. There we go. And, whoop, put that in there. Alright, so there's that. Next we need a drive. Where is the drive? There it is, this drive. Needs a smart chest. Oh, no, it just needs any chest. Any chest will do. And I'm not going to sing something from Joseph the Technical until the Dreamcoat. That sounded like that. Nope, I won't do it. Jetpack off. Alright, put that down on top. Then I need a grid. So I need a construction core. I'm going to need some glowstone. Actually, I have some here. And I'll need some quartz. Here. So the construction and destruction. I didn't even see that there, right at the beginning. Yeah, a half stack of those and a half stack of those. Way more than I need, but we'll go ahead and splurge. So the grid. Need another one of these. Need some glass. Then to make it a crafting grid, I need a crafting table. And then make it a crafting grid. Alright. And that can slap down on top. So this will now see whatever's in there. And there's nothing in there. I'm going to lower everything down one. Because I want to be able to get at this thing from down here. Go back up. I never go up this ladder. I always go up that one. Alright, and then I'll put the grid there. So now I can still see the disk drive, and I can get at the grid. And I can run some cables off of that bottom part. Which I'm going to do now. I'm going to make some cables. I need some redstone. Just make 2 stacks of that. And I want a storage. 2 chests. The 2 external storages. Alright. So I want this because I'm going to come down here. Now I split my farm output. This one has all the essences, and I filled the extra space up with just some plain blocks, so I won't put seeds in here. And all the seeds are over here. So what happens is I've got 2 extractors, just extracting all items. This is a true card. And then it goes to these 2 item interfaces. But it'll only go to the one that fits. So if it's in here, it'll go to this one. If it's in here, it goes to that one. If it's not in either one, it'll just stay in here. But everything's going, so that's fine. And then This one is extracting this inferium as it comes in to process it up to insanium, which then gets pulled out here, insanium blocks, which gets put back into this one. But now I want to get... Why can't I put cable on top of that? I'll come down from above. There we go. Alright, so these should expose the contents to, and actually now that I've got it hooked up there, I really should lock all of these so that the stone won't be removed. I am control right clicking. Missed one. There's some extra processor bindings as I was making them down here. I didn't have room to hold them all. Okay, so now I won't accidentally take some of those smooth stone out there and wreck the system. And look, there's all my essence. Very good. Now I can't add anything else to it. See, I can't put this in there because there's no spare room. And hopefully if I take... Yeah, I can only take the one out. I can't take any more out because they're all locked. There was one slot that had two of these. Put it back in. So that means, because I locked them all, that means you can't take the last one out. So all those slots with all the smooth stone are locked, except one slot had two, and I can take out the extra one. Which is why I'm trying to take a whole stack and I just get one. And if I take that one out, I can't take any more out. Oops. Yep. Stuck. So the system is safe down there. And if I add any of these materials to the system... Ah, yes. Go down here. There's nothing else going on quite yet, but click this priority button. I'm going to set it to priority 30. Just picking a number. Bigger than 0. So now if I put any essences into the system, even if there's somewhere else to go, like a disk drive in here, it'll go into those slots. Alright, very good, very good. But now I need somewhere for everything else. Now, I will be using more of the danks. I think I've even made up a couple extra ones here. I've got 3 more danks there and 3 more docks here. So I can put a lot of my stuff in those instead of into a disk. But I don't want anything that I just have one of going in there because it'll take up an entire slot. And there's only 81 slots, I think, in a tier 7 dank. I just don't want things I have lots of because they'll stack to 2 billion or something, so I can have as many of something. For everything else, I do want to have some disks. So I can grab a few more of these things. And let's make up some storage parts. This is the basic part. Oh, I need to get some more silicon and glass. Ah, yes. What's going to be the best way to do this? Should I try and do some auto crafting? Well, let's get the basics, like I said. Just 3 of those makes you 1 of these, and then it can use that to make... Need some more glass. Just make a very second-tier disc. I'm not going to be keeping that for long. We'll toss that in there. Now I can take everything in my inventory and drop it into that disc. There it all is. I also have, up here, I made 2 material stonework factories. I thought I'd use them to make glass, because you can... There's a whole bunch of recipes. Does this show you the recipes? No. Let's look at stonework and the uses. By setting the 4 tabs to different things, this does a 2x2, this does a 3x3, this cooks materials, and then the pickaxe breaks them down. And you can tell it to make cobblestone or netherrack or granite, or even obsidian. Though some of these require an input of lava and water. But cobblestone doesn't require more than just a bucket of each, and it never goes away. So you can see I've got them set to cobblestone. They've got a source of water and just 1 bucket of lava. They'll never use it up. So it can make cobblestone. The cobblestone goes into the first column, and then here's the first action, crushing. So it turns the cobble into gravel. The next one is crushing again, turns the gravel into sand. It turns it into black sand for some reason. That's fine. So the next step I was using was smelting, which turns it into glass. Now if you want to set this up so it pipes out, each of these little buttons down here, as you can see, it highlights one of the columns above. For some reason there's no red column. That seems to be a bug. Yet another bug. But you want to click one of these and then turn everything off for every step that you don't want to extract. Like I don't want it to take out the cobble or the gravel or the sand. So those 3 colors I've got all set to red X's. I do want it to pull out of the red column. It never gets the green column, so that's fine. Of course, there's no red tabs, so you can't tell it what to do in the red column. Thankfully, it defaults to the check marks, which means you can extract from the red column. And that's what it's doing. It's extracting out of the top and putting it into this tank here where I've got 1.6 million glass. Now, even with both these things making glass, it's really slow. You can see it takes 1, 2, 3, 4 steps to make glass. 5 if you count making the cobble. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, okay, no, it is just 4. To get this much glass, I did something else. It was a temporary setup. I made this guy have an extra recipe and had this set up to output more than just inferium. I had it set to output, I think, fire essence and dirt essence, because you can combine those 2 to make sand. Quite a lot of sand. For 2 each, you get 16 sand. And then I was piping the sand up into this crate right there, which is the input right here for the smelter. So the sand was coming in here, getting smelted up, and then sent up as glass here. That was so much faster. It made a lot of glass. I eventually turned it off because I figured, all right, I've got enough glass. But now I'm going to go ahead and take this guy. And I'm just going to temporarily set him over here. I think that's the right one, right? Yep. Let's make one more of those storage, external storage. Oh, I need to make some more chests. Do I have just some extra chests here somewhere? 1. Let's get some wood. A whole bunch of ebony. Actually, is this recipe here? Whoop. Yep. Shortcut. Oh, but that didn't make very many. That was half a stack of wood and it made 4... What? Recipe? It should have made... Alright, something went wrong there. I did not get what I should have gotten for that. Alright, so now I can see the glass. Good. Alright. What was I doing next? Oh, yes. There is a crafter in refined storage. This guy here. But there's a better one from the extra storage mod. Netherite crafter. But we do have to make some intermediate stages. So let's make machine casing. The basic crafter. There it is. I need to make iron. So there's an iron crafter. Need to make a gold one. More gold. Gold crafter. Diamond crafter. Well, I got the diamond essence here. Oh, I think I put them into here. I heard it. So I'll make 4 blocks of diamond, upgrade it one more time. And then the last time we're going to use netherite, which I think I have some still over here. No, well, we can make it out of this because I have netherite essence. There we go, and netherite crafter. I'm just going to temporarily set it here. Okay, so now we can do some serious crafting. Oh, nope, not quite yet. Need to make one more thing. Pattern grid. Need another grid. Another machine casing. Let's make a few of these. Need to make some patterns. And then the pattern grid. And we'll just stick that on top of that for the moment, and we'll put some blank patterns into it. What I want to do, there's going to be a lot of recipe. I'll probably have to make more of these patterns. But let's get started here. I want to teach it to make the basic. Oh. And then we put it down here in the crafter. And then we teach it to make the next tier up. And let's just do a bunch here. The next tier up. And the next tier up. And we'll put them all in there. So now we need to go to the next mod. So 256 storage part. And the 1024 storage part. And the 4096 storage part. And the 16384 part. And the 65,536 part. I'm a programmer, I know these numbers. And we have a 262 million part. Oh, just did that one. Didn't I? Yeah. And the 1048 million. And infinite storage part. Ah, but look, it needs unobtainium. We're going to have to take a little field trip. I also need to teach it how to do a few other things. Like diamond essence. We need to teach it how to make the diamonds from the essence. Whoop, wrong thing. and teach it how to make the iron from the iron essence, and how to make the gold from the gold essence. Oh, I'm out of patterns. I don't need to teach it the patterns, I just need to make the patterns. Need more redstone. Alright, I'll have to teach it how to do this too. It all went into my duck. Tank. It's interesting, usually those would go straight into your inventory. But now it gets dropped into the world and picked up by my magnet. I think a stack of these. 44 is enough. Put these in here. So do the iron, now we do the gold. Put all these in. Redstone. Cotton to make string. And slime essence to make slime. And then the binder. This stuff. Let's try that again. Yeah, it doesn't get it right. Let's make the right stuff. Clear. String. Slime. It should swap if I turn off exact, but I'd rather have it be exact and have the right stuff. Okay. What other ingredients? Silicon. Stone. Steel. Oh, right there. This one I have a lot of. Yeah, not that. Use the silicon. There we go. And quartz. Use the quartz. Stone, slime. Oh, quartz enriched iron. Use that. Okay, there's all the raw materials. So now, if I go over here, I say craft an infinite storage. I don't have everything I need, but I just want to see what it says. Alright, I'm going to need all the modium, a lot more of that. Vibranium, a lot more of that. Or I need to get some of that, I don't have any. Unobtaining, got to get that. These are the nuggets of all the modium. It can be, once I get a source of that, I can make those. I'm missing advanced processors. I need to make some more. But it looks like I made enough of everything else. That's weird. I could have sworn I would need more. Huh. I made enough of the basic processors and the gold processors. Just need more of the diamonds. And that'll let me make these and then everything else. Got enough of the quartz, got enough of the redstone, got enough of the quartz enriched iron. Yeah. We can do this. But I need lots of these three. Making more of these is not a problem. I need to make 4,192. Nice round number. I can even do that manually. Just making them up and tossing them in the smeltery. Or I can tell it to make them, the basic processors, and I can smelt them up. Or I can hook the smeltery up to the system and have it. It's faster to do it manually. But yeah, these. I need to get these. So, time to go on a trip. Thankfully, I've already prepared... Which way? Over here. No. Square base. Lose track of where you're going. I had gotten some of these, and I also made some extra ones. I made the warp stone. Cheap enough. Basic materials. Which you then use to make more waystones. You don't have to find them, and I've got like 4 in my inventory for if I need to put one down. But I took the quarry from the mining dimension, and I found the end portal, in the usual fashion. Jumped in and immediately flew away from the center island with my jetpack, just to head out into the end. And now if I go back to here and go to End Quarry, here it is. Again with another one of these Tier 7. It's the same one from the quarry. Actually, I dumped all the quarry's chests into this one dank. Ran the quarry again, and it filled it up even more. Ran it in the nether, and then ran it in the end. And it's only now starting to get a little bit full, but most of these last few lines are things, well, no, if we sort it, yeah. No, the last few lines are just things I have a little bit of. I could empty those out and have plenty more room. But I ran it here in the end, and I ran it here in the nether. Did the nether first. The place you want in the nether to find vibranium is the Crimson Forest biome, which is where I am here. Between 82 and... Oh, jetpack. Between 82 and 118, I think. I got a little bit short from that. And I just dug it all out, and look, we have some vibranium. But I cannot... Can I? Oh, I can. Yep, I can break it with this. Alright, good. I thought I was going to have to get out my block breaker again. No need. Just fly around and grab a few of these. I had not done this yet. I was going to do it on camera. But running the quarry, I did set that up because you've seen me do that before. And we can do 6x processing on all this per last episode. And getting the elemental craft up and running. How many of these are left? There's one over here. Well, the jetpack is nice and fast, but sometimes it's a little hard to stick the landing. Vein mine both of these at the same time. There's one over here in the wall. Got it? Any more? Oh, there's one. And that looks like it is it. Oh, oh, another one in the wall. There's two in the wall. These are hard to find. Surprised there were that many stuck in the wall. Oh, one more. Alright. That is it. So we'll head back over here. And we'll go back to home. And I'll toss this into the system. This should give me 6 times 14. Make sure everything's going to work. Should see it appear on top. Yep, now it's down here. I got 2. This should give me 3 each for 6. Bingo. Alright. Can let that run. And it should all appear. Oh, that's right. That was my output. Let me replace it with a new crate. I'm going to break that because I don't want the glass from these two. Oh, look, I already got 18. Actually, 24. Let's do something here. Do an upgrade. Use. And get my chest out of here. Use. Still making more here. Cool. All right, now I've got even better armor. But we can go even farther by going back to the end. Quarry, which looks like it has finished. So turn that off. And look, unobtainium. This has to be found. Oh, no, I can't break this. It's okay, we can fix that. I knew one of them was going to be a problem, but not much of one. If we go, let's get another piece. I think just one piece of it will be enough. And for silent gear, I want the tip upgrade. 2 blueprints, paper, and stone. 2 paper, stone. And then the tip with this vibranium tip upgrade. Alright, so this is harvest level 5, and now it will be harvest level 6. That's what I wanted. So now let's see if that will mine the unobtainium. It will. I could speed it up, but yay. Grab these 2. Now I want to make sure I don't use up all of it just upgrading my armor, because I need to have enough to make an unobtainium seed. Oh, there's quite a bit of it in here. Yeah, this is the End Highlands biome. I think any of the... Yeah, any highlands. I don't know if there's any other highlands. To find the biomes that you have to use in the Nether and the End, make a nature's compass. I've got one here in my backpack, I think. Yep, here it is. It is a cheap recipe. Compass, some wood, some trees. When you right-click it, you can come up here and type Highlands and Highlands. And there's a couple others, but... And then you say Start Search. And now it will point to the Highlands. And over in the corner it says distance 0 because I'm in that biome. Otherwise it would show me the distance to it. And you can make a beeline straight here from wherever you end up in the dimension. I had completely forgotten about that at first and was just flying around at random exploring. There's a lot of very interesting looking biomes in the End now. Never found an elytra. Never found one of the ships or even one of the End cities. But now that I've got the compass, I can look around some more. Actually, there might even be one around here. I love these little spiral things. I broke a lot of them, so I like the clear blocks they're made of. What's this called? Myelite crystal. It looks like it's in different colors, but that just seems to be based on its position in the world. Oh, there's a whole mountain of it over here. Or something that's similarly colored. Myelite? Yep, myelite. Grab some of that. Now, where was I? Oh, here's my hole. I see one more down there. It's very slow at the up and down, but very fast at the side to side, isn't it? Alright, now there might be some in the walls, but this is good enough for now. I'll leave this all here. Head back to the home. And how much did I get? 12. A little less than I got for the other one. There's 59 extra of the vibranium. So now I can make the vibranium seeds. Can't I? Recipe. Whoa. Have the vibranium seeds been removed? That would be unfortunate. What about all the modium seeds? Oh, no, wait. Yeah, oh, wait. Yeah. Recipe. See, I don't see any essence to make these. That's okay. It's a rare material, so the essence makes the nuggets. Okay. And then the seeds take blocks and insanium blocks. So yeah, that's not a problem. I think I've got enough here now to make 4 blocks. That's why I say don't use it all up. It takes quite a bit to make the seed. And likewise, I'll need 4 blocks of this to make its seed. And 4 blocks of this to make its seed. And I don't have to go downstairs to get at all this stuff. I did do, it's been a while, I made a little bit of an automation over here for this guy. I've got extra seed bases in there, and they're just feeding down into it. I'm using the routers. This router takes whatever is in the chest next to it, and it has a distributor model that I've clicked. If I hold it in my hand, I've clicked on each of these pedestals. So what it does is it sends 1 to each. Because I put a regulator augment in there and set it to 1. So 1 goes to each destination. And then up here, this one pulls from the center, once it's changed to the output, and puts it to this chest. So if I put these in here, they get distributed to each of the platforms, which, because this lever is on, automatically starts it crafting, and then it pulls it out. Yep, there it is. All the modium seeds. I can put the next one in. Now, because this has insanium blocks and this does too, I can't put both recipes in there, or it will start combining. But now that they're there, I can transfer it over. And I'll do the next one. So once I have these seeds, I can plant them in the garden, make lots, right? No. No, these seeds are a little different. Let's look at them here. They have to be grown on magical soil. And you can't just put magical soil down in the world. It has to go into it has to go into a botany pot. And you can put it in a regular botany pot, but then you have to manually harvest it. So you'd rather have a hopping botany pot, and that takes terrasteel and stuff from Botania. Another option is to put it in a garden cloche with an insanium block for soil, and you don't have to do Botania, but you do have to do immersive engineering. This does not get you extra seeds, so you'll only ever have the one growing it. It's all right. Could do it either way, but I'm pretty sure, yes, I will need Gaia ingots before the end of the series. So I'm going to have to do Botania So I might as well go for the botany pots, because they do have the advantage that when you use them, you get more seeds. A chance, only a 1% chance, but then you get more seeds. So you can make more pots and have more growth. Whereas this, all you'll ever get is the essence. So if you want more seeds, you have to use the essence to make more seeds manually or automatically like I just did. I'd rather go with that. So we're going to have to do Botania both to get the hopping botany pot. I keep wanting to say bonsai pots because it's a similar mod. And also the magical soil, which requires Gaia Spirit ingots and insanium blocks. And an overgrowth seed. But by the time you get to the Gaia Spirits, you get the overgrowth seed as drops from the Gaia. So I'm going to need to go all through Botania. And of course, I'm going to automate it. So for now, I can't do much with these seeds. So they're going to sit in here. But at least I've got them. As soon as I have the Botania stuff, I can go ahead and start growing them. So at the moment, how much did it say I needed? I only need 4 unobtainium and 9 vibranium and 108 allthemodium. I've got all that just from mining. I've got all that to spare and a whole bunch of these nuggets, but I got plenty of allthemodium. So those aren't going to stop me from making this. So I guess all I need to do is make the 4,192 advanced processors. Yeah. And then get this stuff in the system. I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. Alright. If I did my calculations right, this should be the last batch of these I need. Did not take very long at all. Alright. Infinite storage part. Nope, I'm 97 short. That's construction core. These guys. Just make a bunch more. I do like that when I'm holding down shift and clicking to get a whole lot of something, it doesn't move. You notice it stays here in between. This one there's 444 and this one is 246. When I let go of shift, it drops down to the end. I really like that change. It's a small change to refine storage, but great quality of life. Because otherwise, as you're shift clicking and it changes its position in the sort, it drops away and you're clicking something else. And I always hated that. Alright, here's enough. Do I have everything I need? Now it's saying the 256 part. Did I miss that one? It's right here, 256 part. I must have missed. So that uses the 64s. And the 1K. Where's the 1024K? Or 1048. That's a million. Here's the 1024K. I use the 256 parts. Did I miss that one? No, it's right here. So I may not have everything I need if there's something missing in the chain. So 1024 here. Let's try and make one of these. Dark glass. Okay, that's what happened. 256. Look at that one. No, it's fine. $64. Nope. Which one of these has dark glass in it? None of these have glass in it. Is it the basic? Ah, yeah, dark glass. Alright, do we still have everything we need? No, it's still saying missing the 256 storage part. 256 storage. That looks right. So if I tell it just make a 256, it's fine. It just made one. There it is. Make 2 more. So now there's 3. So I should be able to make a 1K part. There it is. All right. Make it infinite. 17. 17 short. Oh, that's okay. I got more over here. Can I do it now? Come on. Now it's saying missing the 256 parts again. I'm wondering if this mod is a little flaky. So once again, I've got 3 of them. So if I say make the 1K, it can't see the 256. But I've got 3 256s right here. So it must be something wrong with the 1K pattern. If you craft it, no, right click it. Crouch right click it. There we go. Crouch right click it, clears it. Put it back in here. So now, make a fresh one. Toss it in. Still doesn't see the 256 parts. And yet if I say use these... Oh, what's in the middle? Recipe, redstone. Am I out of redstone? Yeah, that's all. Just needed to craft some redstone. So now recipe, craft it. There it is. So I can definitely craft one with what I have in the system. Manually. Put all that back in the system, craft me one, and it says it can't do it. All right, I'm going to have to look into this. Something is wrong here. All right. Now it's doing it right. What I had to do is I took the 1024 out, popped it in here, which reloads it, and I turned off exact. Saved it back out, put it in there, and now, will this work? No, I'm missing vast quantities of everything now. Okay, I thought that it was a little weird that I had made enough. I thought it needed vast quantities. And look at that. It needs 235,000 basic processors. It was getting stuck at that 1K and not going any farther down the chain. It was telling me how many of the 256s I needed, but not what I needed to make those. And that's a lot. 235,000 basic processors. So, I'm going to have to set up some automation to handle this. Because it also doesn't show me now the materials these require, because there's a missing step in the chain. The step of, I've got the recipes to make the raw processors, but there's no recipe to cook them up. So I'm going to have to set up something to do the cooking and get this started. So let me get together what I need. I'll be right back. Okay. Think we got it going here. In here I added the processing patterns for the 3 raw processors. And then I went down below. And connected to this, I have 3 more of the ultimate smelting factories. I don't know if they have to be ultimate, but might as well. And they are aimed at these 3 smelters. And I took them all the way up to the ultimate levels. They've got a lot of slots. So each one of these has a pattern. This one has the diamond, this one has the gold, and this one over here has the iron. These are all set to input on the back and output on the front. Eject is off, doesn't matter. And then on the front I have import buses with stack upgrades and speed upgrades. So if I order Control Shift this, bunch of those start, bunch of those start, and bunch of those start, these should all be running. Yep. I should put some speed. Oh, I did put speed. I put max speed and max energy upgrades into all of these. So there they did all their stacks. So I can close this up. Alright, that completed the last step. So now the question is, do I have enough essence? I got like 3.8 million diamond essence, 3.4 million gold, 3.3 million silicon. This is why I made these three, and another quartz, top priority, and made lots of glass. Let's see if I've got enough now. Infinite storage part. Make one. I do. It says I've got everything I need. Start. Let's go back down there again. Oop. These things should be running at full speed. It's going to take it a long time to make this. But it is running. Maybe tomorrow it'll be done. I guess I should make the pattern. Oh, no, wait. No, it's not the pattern grid. It's the... Oh, no, it's just in this thing. Isn't it? No. It's a separate block to... Crafter Manager. Crafting Monitor. That's what I want. Crafting Monitor. I need a couple of the improved processors. If I just ask for some on my own, will I be able to grab them? No, it's going to use them. Yeah, because it's so busy making everything. Oh, no. Oh, I can grab them. Grab them. There, I can go cook these myself. Okay, so I got some of those. I'll keep them in my inventory so it doesn't use them. Crafting Monitor. One of these. Oh, I'm out of quartz enriched iron. I'll just make some. Again, so I don't want it grabbing it from me. I'll just grab the two patterns out of here. Crafting Monitor. Alright. And we'll just stick that here. Now I can see what it's doing. So it says it's got all of these that it needs. It is working. These little machine doesn't accept item because it's full. So it's filling them up as soon as there's space. And it's storing stuff. Hopefully there's enough storage space. Oh yeah, it's gone way down. Because it's crafting everything up as it can. It's already made 2 of the 4096 parts. It's got 9. Oh no, it's crafting 9. Alright, stored 2 of these. Okay, that's the highest part. It's got 2 of those. As soon as it makes a third, this one should probably go up. Down one from this is this guy. Okay, you just made one of these. Yeah, so you can monitor it here and see how far along it is. It's got a ways to go still. Where is the diamond? Scheduled 300. Oh, just 32. Just 32,000 are scheduled. I wonder if that's all or if it's just up to a certain point. Okay, it's got two of those. One more of those, and it'll gets one more of those. It'll ricochet up to here, which will ricochet up to there. Sort of cascade upwards. 2. Yeah, this is working. All right. I guess I can cut and come back when it's done so you can see the whole thing. It's only fair. So let's do that now. And now it's now. It's actually been several days because, you put down the pen and walk away and time flies. So it should definitely be done. So let's take a look. And there it is. One infinite storage part. And we can plug it into a disk like so. Infinite storage disk. Toss it into the drive and 0% full. Oh yeah, this says 179 items out of 4,000. Put this one in, it doesn't even say what the upper limit is. I'll have to get these 179 items out of here. Actually, I can probably just fit it in my... Well, it'd be hard to figure out which ones would be easier just to make a drive IO... What is it called? Add refined IO... No. Disk manipulator. I think that's it. One disk manipulator, please. What am I missing? Storage housings. No, I don't think it's the disk manipulator. It is... Alright, well, we'll give it a try. It's not like I can't easily afford it. Okay, that is it. Alright, so I can take this disk out. Just pop it in here, and now it'll drain those items. Now, let's get some... Do I have the speed upgrades? I do. And use one for a stack upgrade. By the time I get it in there, it'll be done. It's done. So now everything is in this disk, and I can just start breaking all my stuff, all my chests, dumping it all in there. I don't really need to have that one there anymore. I will never need it. And, hey, you know what? Why have one when you can have two for twice the price? Because why not? I have the materials. I have plenty of excess materials, plus more, since I probably have more now than I did when I started this episode, because 2 days, it adds up. All right, so next episode, hello, next episode, all these barrels, or whatever they're called, will be gone, barrels, and everything will be in the system, but I want to be able to have remote access to this all over the place. And that takes power with the remote devices, but we can make it so that it doesn't cost any power by using a little bit of the power mod. So expect that next time. I also want to get started in Botania, because to get the unobtainium, vibranium, and all the modium plants growing the way I want, I need those botany pots, which requires Botania. And of course, I'm going to automate Botania, because I like to automate it. Because it resists being automated, so of course, I like to automate it. Alright, this is Nonsanity signing out. Take care, be good, stay healthy, and see you next time.